Welcome to episode 185 of the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast. We are keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Let's get to it. Here is the lineup card for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting, the Squared Circle Diamond King, number 24. The Big Hurt, Allan Jepsen.
The Big Hurt indeed is here tonight. A little different studio here. It's a one-time only.
We'll see.
For Allan, how you doing tonight?
Fantastic. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. And yes, we're gonna have no freezes. We're gonna have you here the whole show. We have some exciting stuff. And thanks to you getting us into this, we have gone down a rabbit hole like you cannot believe. So thank you for that. Batting second is the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Baseball Brew Crew, Kevin Lyon. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. And I took a sip of this beer and I just feel it. I just feel all this adrenaline going through my body. I'm ready. And it's going to be a good night of talking here at the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast.
Love it. Love it. And yes, keep your voice in check because yes, we need your dulcet tones for the whole show.
Oh, there might not be some dulcet tones coming.
Batting in the 3-hole is the Goodwill Ambassador and the Sultan of Swig at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Cowboy Jack Durango. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. This week, I'm brought to you by a really, really exciting company. I'm really excited to bring it to you tonight. You've heard of BetDSI, you've heard of FanDuel and DraftKings. Well, get out your checkbook and try Cowboy Jack Durango's Diamond Bets. It's the world's first illegal sports betting app. Anyone can take your bets on televised legal sports like football and basketball. But at Cowboy Jack's Diamond Bets, you can bet on bare-knuckle fights between senior citizens held in a graveyard in Argentina.
Why are you giving that openly? Don't tell people what it is.
You can bet on chicken versus toddler fights in Tijuana, Mexico, monkey knife fights, bat eating competitions in Lago. If it's illegal and you want to bet on it, Cowboy Jack's Diamond Bets will take your action. Use the promo code #TheHouseAlwaysWins, and we will put $1,000 on your account to bet on our top attraction, billionaires on a private island hunting the most dangerous prey. Human beings.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Wow, we've really crossed the line here. Cryptocurrency accepted at Diamond Bets.
We only take cash.
Oh,
we have an offshore bank based in I don't know where. I can't pronounce the island. I probably couldn't point it out to you on a map, but I know we have.
That would be Hooters number 457. Hooters 457. We got a whole bunch of new empty buildings thanks to Hooters closing down.
So what you have to do is open a joint account with me in this offshore bank, and that's how you load your money into the app to bet on really just about anything.
That is personalized service if there ever was any. I will say
no matter how big we get, we still keep it one-on-one, real with the people. We're accessible. I'm a celebrity, but I'm accessible. I'm here. I'm a man. I'm a man of the people.
That is the white glove treatment if I ever saw it. And that's incredible. Well, good luck to you. These endeavors are coming fast and furious.
Paying dividends, guys. You can see the amount we're putting into marketing. You can only imagine the quality of our product, Yes. It speaks for itself. A Rolls Royce is a Rolls Royce because it looks like a Rolls Royce. I'm the Rolls Royce of new and emerging businesses.
Of course. Well, I'm Michael Mondragon, your humble host for the festivities this week. As usual, we always bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. Please tell us in the chat what you're enjoying tonight. I'm going to start with Allan. What do you have tonight?
Tonight, I know this is baseball, but tonight I decided to go with a hockey beer. This is from Bomber Brewing in Vancouver, British Columbia. It's 5%. It's 30 IBUs. It's a Czech premium pale lager called Jaromír Lager. Fantastic name. It's a crisp golden Czech lager brewed with Czech malts, Kazbek, and Slatic hops. Never even heard of them. This one goes down real easy. I wish I grabbed some more. This is one that they did for their 11th anniversary, which was just this past weekend, which 11 years is fantastic for any brewery. Yeah, I mean, I bought my buddies a couple packs, and they better get here fast or they're going to go pretty quick. So,
Allan, what were the name of the hops in there one more time?
Casbic Slatic.
Got it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of those before, man.
Nope, me neither. So,
and what was the brewery again?
Bomber Brewing in Vancouver.
Bomber Brewing.
Yeah.
Now, I did the research on this because I wanted to do a little backstory. And as I looked it up, there was actually 42 different entries on the Yarmir Lager. Now, Cowboy Jack, are you familiar with the hockey player this is named after?
No, but I'd like to be familiar with that head of hair, if you know.
Well,
that's part of.
Dude, look at how that's.
Well, let's take a look at this. There's a whole bunch of these Yarmir lagers.
Wow.
And this is Yarmir Yager, and he is number 68. The one thing that I think that you may have missed here, I think this is 6.8 ABV.
It's not. It should be.
That one is.
It should be. The ones that I found were 6.8.
Yeah.
Nice.
They that's the one thing I noticed that they missed, and I was like, that's pretty disappointing that they did that. They could have just, let it simmer a little bit longer to get it up there, or even just put it on the can. No one's
Exactly.
gonna check.
Excuse me, we check here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nothing gets past us.
You're
exactly.
We'll check them into the boards like in a hockey game, all right? Boom.
Yeah.
But also, like, cool baseball connection. I mean, judging by the jersey, he's playing for the Emperors right there. So crossover
Well done.
athlete,
Yes.
dude. Crossover athlete.
Nice.
Well done.
Well done.
Bravo.
Yes, and so yeah, he's definitely the head of hair is definitely the hockey hair is definitely. This was actually the front part, no, the top part, yes, the back part, yes. It resembles a mullet that I did have in the early
That's
'90s.
not you? That's
That is
you?
not me. That is not
Oh.
me. No.
Oh, okay.
But I can say that I sported
When
a tremendous mullet.
Yes,
When you were a young street hood, dude. When
Yes, yes,
Ooh.
I had it way before Eddie Guerrero.
dolphin shorts.
I did. Oh, I couldn't sport the dolphin shorts. I did. My legs were too big and it's too clunky. But yeah, I did have the soccer shorts, I guess. Yeah, there was 42 entries. I guess this is a popular name for this beer that a lot of people have definitely used.
It's a good name for it's an easy name for a Czech lager. Just the legend of Jaromír Jágr is beyond this world. He's still playing professional hockey. He's 53 years old.
That's right.
For what team?
A team in the Czech Republic, but that's not even the most impressive part.
Which
he
is
has a 29-year-old girlfriend still.
Wow.
So well done, sir. Well done. It's I forget what team it is. It's a team that he owns and plays on. So. But he's still one of the top scorers in the league.
Wow. But in many
On
ways.
and off the ice. Nice. I'm still here, dude. I'm still here.
I love it. I love it. What a great beer to bring here. It definitely, I said, we kind of stray off a little bit, wrestling, a little hockey, a little basketball, a little movies. But this one is awesome. I'm so glad that you got this one. Great choice. Speaking of straying off a little bit, Kevin, your beer is so good. This one's very good. But Kevin's beer is so good that I've actually forsaken my beer so I can continue the story of this beer. Incredibly enough.
I do.
All right. So Kevin, you are definitely up right now. Let me switch this over. There you go.
So let me tell you something. I went to Total Wine the other day, and wow, it seemed to me I saw this beer, and I knew it had to be on the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast. And you know why? Not just these pretty faces on this can, but us here, the Baseball Brew Crew, like the gentleman on this can, what do? We snack on danger and dine on death. That's right. Yeah. And this is a double IPA called If You Can't Be Good, Meatball. It's 8.5%. It says 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Drink fresh. And let me read you the description on tap because it's wonderful. It's a double IPA that's heading over the top rope to land a doomsday device on your taste buds. And when I drink this, what do I say? What a rush.
Awesome.
Wow.
That was inspired, Kevin. Very, very good. I knew you would bring the goodness, and the fact that you won't be able to talk the rest of the show made it all worth it. This is absolutely outstanding. You said that where are they from?
The best beer promo we've ever had, and Kevin doesn't talk anymore. It's a win.
Heads you win, tails you win. Love it. But Kevin, where are they from? And
they're from Ohio. They're a brewery called Hoof Hearted Brewing. It says Durango, Ohio. When I looked up the city, it said in the 2020 census, it was like less than 300 people. So I'm like, what? And I did see they have a location that they serve their beer in Columbus. So I'm assuming it's somewhere in that general area.
That's crazy. So it made it from Ohio to California. Yeah,
it was a Total Wine.
Great.
So
a Total Wine.
It's almost as good as it looks with those gentlemen on the can there.
Well,
Michael, wait a minute.
Yes.
I just realized there's two things missing from that picture. Precious Paul Ellering and Rocco.
I think Rocco was
up the bad stuff, dude.
I think Rocco was intentionally left off, but you're right. Precious Paul Ellering.
I guess it draws. Come on.
What about Sunny? She was with LOD 2000.
Oh, God.
That is a deep,
what about
deep cut.
Heidenreich?
Yeah, there you go. let's go all out. Let's go Japan. Let's get Power Warrior in there too. Why not?
There you go.
Get all the variations in there.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So we definitely know way too much about this.
Yes.
Well, let me extend this a little bit more, because when I saw this artwork, and one of the things that I know, and I go, I'm hoping that they do the rest of the artwork in this vein, because it's tremendous. And from the beer that Allan had last week from Rewind, like they have like a look and a feel and kind of like that 80s kind of vibe. And I'm like, oh, I'm hoping that they do the similar thing. Well, I was not let down.
Well,
because they have Key Bump here. But then I saw the glass here with Ric Flair, Mankind. You can see Jimmy Hart hanging over there, Mean Gene Okerlund, Mr. T, who I actually just saw on a WCW match where he wrestled Kevin Sullivan in a terrible match recently. You see Ted DiBiase right there, Stone Cold. Okay, so I'm going way down the deep hole here. So then I saw that they had combat spandex, of course, the Iron Sheik taking out, and that is not Hulk Hogan. I believe that is Randy Hogan. Which is the jobber in WCW. No.
No, I think that's Evad.
It could be Evad.
Give it to
Evad
me.
Sullivan.
It's coming deep tonight.
Yes. So I love when you can tell this person was like a wrestling fan, but probably not a wrestling fan. But that was what makes it kind of awesome. It's close, but not out of
Cheeky, dude.
It's perfect. It's perfect. So obviously a wrestling theme here, and then I saw this. So how do we bring it back to baseball? Well, here is Garth Brooks Imperial Stout with hoof-hearted coffee, vanilla, and coconut. Well, for those who do not know, Garth Brooks, music star, has participated in spring training with several baseball teams, including the San Diego Padres in 1999, the New York Mets in 2000, the Kansas City Royals in 2004, and Pittsburgh Pirates in 2019. Why did he do this? How did this happen? Well, he did this to promote his charity, Teammates for Kids. And that it's actually, I think in 2019, he celebrated like the 20th anniversary of that charity. And so, of course, whenever I bring up Garth Brooks, I have to bring up that Chris Gaines did not participate in spring training. And Cowboy Jack, how do you feel about Chris Gaines?
I saw this.
Dude, I remember it was this huge, ridiculous controversy, and he got so much hate, and like he's just an artist trying to be an artist, dude. Like let the guy be, dude. He's like, who cares? And so remember the hate and vitriol that he got.
Yeah, the fact that he did something
different. You didn't
hear
hear from him a lot for a while after that.
Yes. So in '99, when he was with the Padres, in that same year, he did this Chris Gaines character, which was a one-off fictional rock persona. It was actually created for a movie that never happened. So he was actually doing this. It was actually supposed to be in a movie called The Lamb. He actually did Saturday Night Live, where he hosted as Garth Brooks, and the musical guest was Chris Gaines. So he actually played in front of people. So again, this is way too much information, correct? Well, how do we get all this information? He actually has a page on Baseball Reference, and it has all of his stats. And I think he was 1 for 22 with an average of .045 as a left fielder, all of this stuff. And if you look here, his one base hit, he was actually greeted by a hug by the Big Hurt, not Allan Jepsen, but Frank Thomas.
Definitely not me. Definitely not me.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay to admit you love Garth Brooks, dude.
Oh, so good.
He's like, come on, the thunder rolls, man.
And the lightning strikes. Dun, dun, dun.
Another love grows cold on a sleepless night.
Well, he has friends in low places, so that's probably how he also got his spring. Again, we could go on all night with this. But Kevin, thank you for inspiring me to. I
didn't know we were going to Garth Brooks from Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal, but I love it.
From the Road Warriors to Garth Brooks. That's why you come here. Everybody else is talking about Ohtani and the Dodgers is playing, spending too much money. Here we bring the real baseball, dog. All right, Garth Brooks.
That is it. We talk about the stuff that people refuse to talk about.
The things that people say that's not worth talking about, we prove them wrong.
That's right. And we always will. Well, guys, we've been doing some baseball personas for the last 2 episodes. Well, third time's a charm.
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
That's right. What happened this week? We had even more minor league baseball drops. And again, Allan, thank you for inspiring us to go down all these rabbit holes. The last 2 have been great. This is no different. No different. And I am excited to tell you about. We talked about the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the Double-A affiliate for the New York Mets. As you know, they came out with a very strong contender for Identity of the Year with the Bathtub Donkeys. Well, I'm going to play you a quick video for reference on Binghamton's new alternative to the alternative identity.
Mamma mia, that's some species. Cut spicy meatballs, Jack. Sorry. Take 28. Out, Tony. And action. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Cut. The accent. Cut. Cut. Micey, micey, ballsy, ballsy. Cut. Take 59. And action. Jack.
Sometimes you eat more than you should. And when it's spicy besides, Mamma Mia, do you need Alka-Seltzer? Alka-Seltzer can help unstuff you, relieve the acid indigestion, and help make you your old self again.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Okay, let's break for lunch.
That's right. Welcome to the Southern Tier Spicy Meatballs. The team will play 3 games in 2025. The nickname is a tribute to the Italian-American population in New York's Southern Tier, loosely defined geographic region along the state's border with Pennsylvania. This name, Spicy Meatballs, evokes a 1969 Alka-Seltzer commercial in which the stereotypically Italian actor repeatedly flubs the line, "That's a spicy meatball," while eating a plate of pasta. Now, of course, Kevin and I knew that right away when we saw this. I'm interested, Jack and Allan, would you have gotten that reference at all?
I knew it was a saying. I didn't know that it was a TV commercial. That's a spicy meatball. I just thought it was. I just thought it was a racist, that everybody always feels comfortable saying all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same goes for me. I've heard it as a saying, but it's still pretty funny to me. So
Yes.
I was looking at buying this because, as like the rest of them that we've seen, I'm probably going to buy them at some point.
Yeah.
But the colors on this hat are like the Italian flag, and I was like, I could wear that to Italy, but I'd probably get kicked out. So I'll
bet
stick
they
with
love
it.
it, dude. I bet they
I
love
don't
it.
think they would.
I'm sure people enjoy when, foreigners come into their country and mock their culture, dude. I can't take a joke.
Hey,
nerd.
it's paying homage. It's paying homage.
There you
Sure.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I think the fork and it's a super fun logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fantastic. And again, this one just actually dropped just yesterday or the day before?
Today.
Yeah. So I had to get this one in here, especially since the Bathtub Donkeys were already out. So I mean, 2 strong contenders here. So
The meatballs on a gondola.
Yeah.
of course.
Of course. Come on.
And I think we talked about this before that in the 70s. Everybody had indigestion, so Alka-Seltzer was like a big deal, and we had commercials with Billy Martin, and again there was a lot of indigestion.
Well,
in the
Michael
70s.
Mondragon, we talked about this before. What is the award for the best reliever in baseball? The Fireman of the Year, because how do you spell relief?
That's right, ROLAIDS. That's right,
because everyone had indigestion.
That's right. I didn't.
What was it? What do you think it was?
It was a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I think that's just it. It's just all these rich foods and everything, and
we've just grown accustomed to them over time.
Probably.
Maybe that's possibly it. There's not as much attention to detail when it comes to solving indigestion like it used to be, but it was like a really big deal back
Now
in the
we
day.
have Zantac, so we have stronger probably medicine.
Oh, dude,
That's true.
What if that's when they started poisoning our food with chemicals and stuff? So then we've adapted over time.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm with you.
Mr. GMO over here. I like it. Jack.
Well, that is a spicy conspiracy theory.
And you know who did it? Big Antacid, dude. I'm exposing them right here tonight. Big Antacid did it, dude.
These guys have done so many different theme nights over the past few years.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking on their website. They did a shortcake theme night. They did one that was the Rumble Pugs. It was 3 pugs, which is awesome. They've done the Speedies, which is like a sandwich of some kind. And so it looks like they do 2 or 3 a year like this. So I hope they keep these hits coming for sure.
Definitely.
And Michael Guyat, I hope if you go to a game at Binghamton, when you see the Southern Tier spicy meatballs, that they have beer by Southern Tier Brewery, which is a really great brewery in that area as well.
There you go.
Hope for the one, hit the spicy meatball in one hand and a great pint of a Southern Tier beer in the other hand. And you're going to have a great time at the ballpark.
Love it. That's good. All right. So the Hudson Valley Renegades, the high A affiliate for the New York Yankees, have 2 more identities that they just dropped. One is the Hudson Valley Big Apples. Not only does it pay tribute to the nickname of New York City, the Big Apple, but also to New York State's apple farming and agricultural life. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture National Agricultural Statistics Service, say that 10 times fast, New York is the 2nd largest producer of apples in the nation and ranks in the top 10 in production of 30 commodities. So this is one of theirs. And they also have the Hudson Valley Retrievers in honor of National Golden Retriever Day. For 3 games in 2025, the Renegades will transform into the Hudson Valley Retrievers. The retriever here name is Bella, in tribute to Bella Hubmaster, the Renegades' original groundskeeping dog who debuted during the 1999 season, another 1999 reference, and quickly became a beloved figure around the ballpark. Okay, so 2 very, very different identities here.
I mean, obviously adorable, right? Like
Absolutely. So we had this one. We've been sitting on this one for quite a while. It's I love it. I love everything about this one, and it's just It's got a really great look to it. But this is not the only dog-related identity. So the Arkansas Travelers, that's right, the Double-A affiliate for the Seattle Mariners in the Texas League have two more identities. Well, they have this. It is the Arkansas Dizzies. For a week this season. They're going to do it a whole week. So the Travelers Vice President of Stadium Operations is Greg Johnston, who marks a half century with the team this year. Doesn't go anywhere without ballpark pup Dizzy, the goodest boy in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. Yes.
No argument. No arguments.
And when I was there, I wasn't even aware of this. So I may have seen the dog and I don't even know it. Which would I said a missed opportunity for sure. So let's take a look at so good. Exactly. All right, so Allan, are you on this one too?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of dog ones this year that, like, I think 2025 might be the year of the dog. So those might be the front runners for me.
Allan, does your wife hate us?
No comment.
Well, from June 10th to 15th, dogs will be allowed inside the ballpark, and actually 6 games during that time. And there will be a pitching Dizzy bobblehead giveaway on June 12th, a dog bandana celebrating Dizzy's 8th birthday on June 14th, and a dog-friendly drone show of fireworks on June 13th and 14th. So they are really going all out for this one. It's again, I went there last year, and it was I thought it was really a great place to go see a game right on the water, and just really super cool. And I said I love all these identities. Well, the second one is a little bit heavier, but still very, very cool. It is the Little Rock 9, which sounds like an old baseball team name, but actually will commemorate a tumultuous and ultimately triumphant moment in civil rights history. In 1957, Little Rock was at the center of a social maelstrom. A group of Black high school students, the Little Rock 9, enrolled at Little Rock Central High School in an attempt to desegregate the school system. The state's power that be actually prevented the students from entering the building, utilizing the Arkansas National Guard to do so, necessitating a federal intervention. The students and the network of Black activists that they supported preserved and prolonged through the terrifying ordeal, and today are recognized as heroes. So this is not what I expected when I saw the Little Rock 9. I thought it was going to be more baseball related, but this is a great story that needs to be kept out there. And I'm also proud that I mean, this could have been something that they might not have talked about, but it's actually keeping a lot of the memory, and actually kind of made me remember about this, even though that it had actually happened like in the 50s.
Wild, tumultuous times, man. Yeah, not a good spot in history, brother.
Not a bit, but it's great to see. And I think that there was a picture with these survivors that was kind of recent, so I think they're still around. And that'd be great if they were to actually get them to go to this on that night. That would be fantastic.
That'd be super cool, man. It's cool for the team to be doing that.
Definitely. Well, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats is the next identity that is up. They are the Double-A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. Are you familiar with them? Oh, it doesn't like them. Boo. Boo.
Oh, I know we had heat here.
He hates New Hampshire. It's
it's New Hampshire, that's for sure.
You've been pretty steadfast about that. And our side chats.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry to pull the curtain back, dude, but let's just get it on the table, dude. Major heat with New Hampshire.
Well, I think that the heat may drop when he purchases this hat, which is, that's right, the New Hampshire Space Potatoes. The Space Potatoes will take the field for 3 nights in 2025. On top of being the state's official vegetable since 2013, you're not going to get this anywhere else, folks. The white potato, first found in American soil in Londonderry, New Hampshire by early 18th century Scotch-Irish settlers. The identity also refers back to the Barney and Betty Hill incident, not Benny Hill.
Oh, okay.
Barney and Betty Hill incident that occurred on Route 3 in New Hampshire's White Mountains.
They have 3 routes in New Hampshire?
3 routes. That's right. This happened in 1961. It was the first widely reported alien abduction in the United States, of course. Now, Allan, will you be purchasing one of these hats?
Yeah, if it goes on sale, I might purchase. But if as long as that green glows in the dark, if it doesn't,
Ooh.
it's no good to me.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Oh, that
Yeah, you got to earn it back, New Hampshire.
It's a gray hat. It's a weird. It's a different looking hat for sure. It's like gray crown with purple brim. So it needs to stand out a little bit more, and I think glow in the dark would do that. And hopefully they've thought of that.
Yes, I agree. And what is the baseball team that does the glow in the dark baseball?
Columbia Fireflies.
There you go.
Tim Tebow played there.
Okay, so this could be a little tie-in there. Maybe they could play again. That would be pretty interesting, right?
Yeah,
they could use that kind of technology to glow in the dark.
So pretty much this hat is already pretty much sold out, but I don't see it saying anywhere anything about being glow in the dark, unfortunately.
Yes.
Missed opportunity.
Yep.
Yes, a missed opportunity for sure. That is a
swing and a
great
miss, dude. They can't all be home runs, New Hampshire.
Sure.
Hit the showers, dorks.
Well, you think like that's the tippy top, right? You can't go any higher than space potatoes, can you? No. Well, Allan, I've spent some more of your money here. Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. That's right. They are the high A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. They have also unveiled an alternate identity. It is the Wisconsin Frozen Pizzas. On Saturday, July 12th, the Frozen Pizzas will take on the South Bend Cubs. The first 1,000 fans through the gates will receive a frozen pizza oven bobblehead.
Wow.
So incentive there.
I thought you were going to say frozen pizza.
I know.
That would be
that'd be fantastic.
That would be a disaster.
That would be quite a disaster, and definitely newsworthy if they were to do it. Well, guys, here's some quick stats on this. Wisconsin is the frozen pizza capital of the United States. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. That is wild stuff. Wisconsin residents eat more pizza than any other place in the United States. Yes, even more than Chicago. That is quite a boast, right?
Than New York?
Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin.
I thought they were only at those supper clubs. Didn't we talk about that last week?
And
there's only like 1,400 people in Wisconsin.
And 5 of America's largest frozen pizza brands started in Wisconsin and are still headquartered there. So the frozen pizza industry in Wisconsin is thriving, and yes, the Timber Rattlers are here to spread the word, as it were.
It's only one game?
That I only see one game, but the 12th of July, that's it.
A lot of these teams will do it once, and then because it's so popular, they'll bring it back if they have time later in the season. Like this is going to be very popular.
Oh
yeah.
It's great.
So.
It's so good. It might be my favorite one so far today.
Well,
it's Meatballs.
It's again. I haven't seen any of the actual uniforms, and that's what I'm looking super forward to, and especially the hats. I like the artist rendition here, but I always like seeing the hats. I know, Allan, you're like that as well. To see the actual stitching and how they actually pull it off.
Yeah, for sure.
The jersey's on their website. It looks pretty. It looks pretty good. You actually can buy the jersey.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It says frozen pizzas on it with the pizza on there and icicles in the bottom of the circular logo. So it's similar. It's actually the one in the middle there that I'm pointing at. The circle in the middle above the guy with the slicer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the logo on the jersey.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Good. Well, Allan sent me this one. So we have 2 more, but they're actually not minor league baseball related, but they were too good to let go to the next show. We have some more minor league identities, but Allan sent me this one. And this one is the Edmonton Prospects, a college summer level team in the Western Canadian Baseball League.
Which is cool enough to start with. I mean, check these guys out, huh?
But they rebranded as the Energy City Cactus Rats last week.
What?
All right,
What?
The new name is a tribute to Edmonton's identity as a hub of industry and perseverance, Energy City, and the gritty determination of its residents, cactus rats. Allan, what is your knowledge of any of this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I know that, like, I'm trying to remember what the Edmonton Trappers logo looked like back in the day, and I feel like it might have been some sort of rat sort of thing.
All right, Allan, your wish is granted. Here is the Edmonton Trappers logo. There it is, right there.
That's fantastic. Oh
yes.
Man!
So what was your reference to this going to be?
I thought their logo was some sort of animal. Like I thought it was more of a beaver, but yeah, that makes more sense. I guess he's probably wearing a beaver on the top of his head. But that's a fantastic old school hat there.
Yeah. So let's see what they used to have. So this is not an alternate identity. This is a rebrand. This was their before, and this is their after. So I think they're going to sell a few more items with this logo.
Yep. Oh yeah,
for sure. That's way better. I mean, if they go with the bright neon yellow and stuff like that, that's a good one.
Yes. Have you been to any games in the Western Canadian Baseball League?
I didn't even know it existed.
Gotta look.
You know, they do a great job advertising the Western Canadian Baseball League. You really gotta hand it to them. I mean, you guys are practically neighbors. I mean,
by province, we are neighbors, but that's about as far as I go. When I know that there's a college summer league that plays in Bellingham and Kelowna and stuff like that up there, but I didn't know anything that went beyond to Alberta.
All right. # do the research. Your teams in the Western Canadian Baseball League are the Brooks Bombers, the Energy City Cactus Rats, the Fort McMurray Giants, the Lethbridge Bulls, the Medicine Hat Mavericks, the Moose Jaw Miller Express, that's my favorite, the Okotoks Dogs, DAWGS, by the way.
Okotoks.
The Regina Red Sox, the Saskatoon Berries, the Swift Current 57s,
wow,
the Sylvan Lake Gulls, and the Weyburn Beavers.
Okay. All right.
Yes, there you go. Allan, is any of that even in British Columbia?
No.
Oh, how much? That's like Western then.
That's the two provinces over.
I'll say that's Alberta and Saskatoon?
Alberta and Saskatchewan. Yeah,
Saskatchewan. Sorry.
But I have heard of the Saskatoon Berries, but that's as far as that goes. Just because I know they have a pretty good logo. So.
Now, is it berries like the fruit, or is it berries like in Barry Bonds?
It's berries like
it's Barry Bonds. It's a team. It's Barry Bonds.
That'd be fantastic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Or Barry Larkin, or what's another berry?
Zito.
Barry Zito. There you go. Great stuff. I mean, when you sent this to me, I go, I have to include this. But guys, I'm going to end with, well, this might be a crappy way to end this segment, but the Kalamazoo Growlers came up with something that you have to know about. That's right. The Kalamazoo Growlers of the North Woods Leagues, which provides development.
Growler beer. It's a bear.
They provide development of elite college baseball players. They have a promotion that is bizarre, to say the least. That's right. If you go to Saturday games, you can get the 1,000 plus calorie scat dog. For those who don't know, the scat dog is a hot dog topped with whipped cream, sprinkles, and maraschino cherry on a custom chocolate cake donut. The term scat is slang for animal droppings and ties in the Kalamazoo Growlers name of the Growlers, of course. A tribute to black bears that can be heard growling in the forests of Michigan. This is an actual thing. Oh, by the way, they, of course, SCAT is the way you spell that, but the K in scat dog is for baseball, for the scoring of a K, like a strikeout. Of course,
yeah.
Of course. Okay, so they're all tying it in.
I thought Kalamazoo. Sorry, the K for the strike.
That's right.
And this is Michigan?
Yes.
Are you kidding me, dude?
It can be purchased at the concession stand for $10 at all Saturday Kalamazoo Growler home games. Jack, will you be partaking in this if you were in Kalamazoo?
I'm not going to spend $10 to cosplay eat animals, dude. Like, what the hell is the matter with these people?
Like, I want to say this is a joke, but I was like, everything has been leading me that this is a real thing.
I'll endorse just about anything. But no, sir. I have a soul, dude. This is
all right. I have a very important would you rather for you gentlemen. Would you rather eat a scat dog or cheese salad?
Ooh, that is a F, Mary, kill, right?
I'm going cheese salad, dude. This is ridiculous.
Scat dog.
Oh,
who even are you, dude?
I'm the same person that had a churro dog at the Arizona Diamondbacks game, which is 1,100 calories in itself. That's a churro and an eclair with ice cream and whipped cream on top.
Yeah, but this is a natural dog. I'm going cheese salad.
Salty sweet. Come on.
Yeah. So going cheese salad.
So
we need to be bear toppings.
We remember when we talked about the MLB Food Fest?
Yes, sir.
And that's where I had the churro at that. And after having, and actually it was 33 dishes. It wasn't 30. It was actually 33 because it was 3 international dishes. So I had all 33. I had this at the end and the churro at the end, and it ruined me. I not to say that was when I knew things turned. It was at the end. I had all these really great.
You had a bite of 33 different things.
33, and that's the one where it turned. I'm just like, oh, a dessert. It really ruined me. And
now let's say that didn't ruin you, and this is after you had grasshoppers, right?
Yes.
You had Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yes.
But the churro dog's what knocked you down.
The churro dog. It was definitely the candy bar in my gas tank that I could not come back from. And so again, and this is a little peek behind the curtain. I had a bite of everything because there's no way that I could fit. Like you finished all the ones you had, right, Kevin?
I think I had 6, I think, or 8, something like that. And I was like, I could barely even get through all that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna eat all of the ones I picked. And I'm like,
so I actually had to plan it out. I actually went to 3 sessions. So I had to plan it out meticulously, and then I had to film it. Then I had to take a picture of it as well. So actually, it was actually a bigger endeavor than.
And hey, for those of us watching, it's one of our most viewed videos ever on our YouTube page. Just look it up on the archives here of the Baseball Brew Crew.
Yeah,
you won't be disappointed to see Michael Mondragon go through 33 dishes in a day.
33. I thought it was only gonna be 30. Then it was like 3 extra ones, and
so what? Mexico, Japan, and I can't remember the third country.
England? It was England. Yeah.
What was the cuisine from England?
It was fish and
boiled meat.
Fish and chips. Japan was like a curry thing, right?
Japan was it was curry. It wasn't that good. We're used to really good chicken cutlet curry. But yeah, it was like again, I thought it was going to be 30 and it was 33, and so but when I got down to this, this was the only kind of dessert one I remember. And so I tried to keep it at the end, and I was like, by that time I was like, I can't. This is not. Yeah, and I hobbled home, and to say the least.
Yeah, I bought the basic ticket, and I'm like,
again,
oh my god.
Yeah, I only had one bite of everything, but I did have all 33 in retrospect. Who's in for the scat dog? Allan is. Allan, you're such an adventure seeker. I expected Jack to be all over this, and he turned it down.
Nope. If I was there, I'd probably do it, but no, I'm not going out of my way for that.
This is why we're going to collapse by our own hubris as a society. Things like this right here, dude. This is too far.
Yeah.
At one spring training park right now, isn't there a Philly cheesesteak sundae or something like that that actually has, it's like vanilla ice cream and Philly cheesesteak in it? I'm assuming it's where the Phillies are playing. Like Clearwater, I guess that would be. But we'll look that one up.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that one, but that sounds terrible, and I can see people really getting excited about that. Actually, that's Jack's gonna lose it. We found your weakness, Jack.
You have, dude. You have. Mixing stupid foods together is my my Achilles tendon, bro.
Yes, I love food, so it's like to mix it up with against my principles is. I'm with you on that one. We're going to break a little kayfabe right now. Coming up is actually Kevin Lyon. You actually have a milestone birthday this year, right?
Yes. 50 decades.
We usually say like 200, 250.
50 decades, sir.
50 decades. But there's actually somebody who actually shares a heavenly birthday year with you that I wanted to make mention of, and I wanted to close out with this because when I found out about this is a character of mine. It's baseball related, it's wrestling related, but I wanted to say rest in power to Eric the actor, who actually he died in 2014, but March 11th, 2025 would have been his 50th birthday. Allan, Jack, do you have any knowledge about who Eric the actor is?
I got nothing on this one.
All right.
And what I'm going to do is keep my mouth shut.
So for those who don't know, Eric was a cantankerous phone caller to the Howard Stern show from 2002 to 2014. Literally the day he passed, he was the week he passed.
Jack Lily went off the show.
Yes. And he had various health issues, including Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and was expected to live into his teens. He actually way surpassed that. And I think that potentially some of it had to do with the fact that a lot of this gave him a life. I listen to very often old episodes of him, and I would say that I have about maybe a week's worth. Like, he was on so much that there's a week's worth of listening that I do on a too frequent basis.
When I'm in Michael Mondragon's car, I almost guarantee at some point I'll hear Eric. Hey,
Yes.
the actor. I'm not Eric the midget. I'm Eric the actor.
That's right. He was from Sacramento, and he was a huge Bay Area sports fan. Loved the A's, loved the San Francisco Giants, and he would battle on.
That's not allowed. Excuse me. I don't care what his disability is. That's not allowed to be a fan of both teams.
You can't speak ill of the dead, Kevin. I guess he's allowed to do.
Yeah, I'd love to see Kevin confront him. He'd be like,
yes, exactly.
You got it, baby.
He would often battle on the phone with the great Artie Lang, that's a soundbite of Artie Lang. He would battle with him quite a bit. Eric once said that he'd rather have Houston Street on his baseball team than Mariano Rivera, to which Artie called him an idiot. And again, there was a lot of ball busting on Eric, and Eric would just call in, but they never called him or ball busted him. It was fun ball busting, but he always thought it was real and kind of fed into it, which kind of is the funny dynamic of this. And he would get really angry about American Idol and stuff like that. Well, the guys on the show would always really give him a hard time when he called in and just say stuff, and he would take it seriously. They once joke that they were gonna make a sex doll out of him. Like, they're gonna model one out of him and then have their way with it. Eric not only believed them, but actually threatened legal action. And then Artie said that he was going to get classic A's players like Vida Blue and Gene Tennis to actually have their way with the doll. Again, super ball busting, but the baseball references were awesome. He was actually we're all in wrestling. He actually was pretty not big in wrestling, but he actually had a huge wrestling connection.
I see what you did there. I said he is not big in wrestling.
Yes. He actually interviewed John Cena on the red carpet for John Cena's movie, The Marine. That was in 2006. Kurt Angle made him an honorary member of the Main Event Mafia during Eric's in-studio appearance in 2008. He actually made appearances on TNA Wrestling with Mike Tenay and Jeremy Borash in 2012. He actually had a running feud with Bobby Roode. This is something that, so when he passed away in 2014, but during COVID, one of the coolest things I saw, like I said, I got choked up when I saw this, because I said I love Eric. I think he's one of the most amazing characters. But this actually happened. So the A's actually during the COVID, you could actually pay to get your photo and have it in there. And Allan, that's right. He has something. But Eric was actually there. Oh, look at that!
I forgot he did that. Yeah,
you did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How much did that cost?
I think it was like $50, but
Okay.
it's the only time I'll ever have Mariners season tickets.
I was kicking myself not doing that for the Angels back when but they were terrible. They don't need my $50.
Exactly.
Back
but
when you used to support them before you jumped ship.
Yes, sir. That was the first time I almost jumped off that ship was around 2020 because they're awful.
I wish
Good
you would
reason.
jump
They're
off
awful.
an actual ship.
I know.
Well, the fact
I jumped off the Titanic, so I'm still here, so we're good.
Well, the fact that somebody paid for Eric to have this seat here, it brought a tear to my eye. I also know that if he was still around, people would be blaming him for the state that the Athletics are in right now, and he would be livid about it. Yeah. He would think it would be all real. And to make matters worse, he would actually be livid about John Cena's recent heel turn as well. Yes. So rest in power, Eric the actor. Happy heavenly 50th birthday. So that is a show for this week. We're on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Guys, any last words as we shut down for this week's podcast?
I'll give a little plug ski. Taro's going to be making an appearance at a wrestling show in an administrative capacity this Saturday. If you're in the Los Angeles area, go to the beautiful town of Cudahy. Don't worry about it. Just look it up. Look up Epic Pro Wrestling, Epic Pro Wrestling LA. Look them up, and they're doing a show this Saturdays. AEW superstar and friend of the show, Scorpio Sky, is going to be wrestling on the show. And the main event is going to be Ray Rosas versus Royce Isaacs of the World Class Wrecking Crew. I got to make sure I get their new name right. And it's going to be to make the inaugural Epic Pro Wrestling champion. I'm going to be there to present the winner of that match with the title belt.
Dude, I hope you end up giving it to Ray Rosas, bro. Dude, he rules.
They're both good dudes.
That.
They're both good. So either way, I'll be happy with whoever wins. Both are good, solid wrestlers.
Awesome. Allan, what are you up to?
Laying low this weekend. Going to take it easy because, going away in a few weeks. So,
Jack?
You know what? We're all brothers and sisters. So I want you to go out and do something nice for somebody, love one another, and do something positive.
Love it. Cowboy Jack Durango, Kevin Lyon, Allan Jepsen. I'm Michael Mondragon. We'll see you next week with another Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good night.